The first leg of our road trip took us up to Cannock in Staffordshire, a distance of about 205 miles from Cornwall. So here we are. We found our way to Boadicea campsite in Cannock, Staffordshire, and it is a lush day. It's about 36 degrees. There's only a little bit of wind, and if anything it's a bit too hot, but we don't want to say that. We don't want to wish away the heat, we don't want to wish away the sun. So there's Rachel, Sparkode, after putting the tent up in this heat. Days, say hello.
Hey.
Unfortunately, Boadicea campsite isn't open to the general public, but myself and Daisy, being in Scouts ourselves, we managed to get on there. And I'd like to say thanks to Emily, the booking agent, who allowed us to do that. Boadicea campsite is lush, and especially in the heat. So if you are a member of a scout group in the UK, I'm sure that extends to like the air cadets and all that sort of stuff. Come and check out Boadicea campsite on Cannock. It's really cool.
Oh my god, you've made it so easy.
I didn't actually expect it to actually go up that quickly, but that's cool. We can work with that. For all the people that may be watching from Alaska or wherever where you make fires, please don't scrutinise this fire. I'm not a guru. First time I made a few.
Look at it.
But I mean, it's going up pretty decent for what we got, which is nothing other than a pile of sticks and some mess. I'm not about to start rubbing sticks together right now. And then after a long hot day, it was time for bed. We survived the night. Thunderstorms. It was actually quite wet and quite loud, but it was a good night. I slept quite well actually. So now we're going to go off to Lichfield city to have a bit of a look around. I grew up in Lichfield, but I haven't been back in years. Here is a statue of Edward John Smith, the captain of the Titanic. He went down with the Titanic. So it was given to Lichfield from the city of Stoke-on-Trent because they were a bit embarrassed about the captain going down with the ship. So they gave the statue to Lichfield city centre, where it's been all these years until the Titanic film came out and Stoke-on-Trent wanted the statue back. Lichfield said nah, and here it still is. And here we have Lichfield Cathedral. Lichfield Cathedral is the only English medieval cathedral with 3 spires. The Lichfield Gospels, also known as the Book of Chad, are the Gospels of Matthew and Mark and the early part of Luke, and dating from around 730 AD.
and the cathedral now keeps the colours safe for the now disbanded Staffordshire Regiment. Lichfield Market Square plays host to a vibrant general market on Tuesdays, Fridays and Saturdays. Dr. Samuel Johnson, the inventor of the dictionary, also has his birthplace here on the Market Square, where you can look around. It's a great museum, and dress up too if you like.
Morning guys. So last night it was just a crazy thunderstorm. It's really quite wet still, so we're off up to the Lake District now. It should be an amazing time if we can find somewhere to camp. We're just winging it day by day. Yeah, so we've just packed up, off we go.
Just get the sat-nav programmed, Newbury Bridge, 2 hours 35 minutes and we'll be there. Cannot wait. It's not a bad trip up to the Lake District from here. Just a simple M6 all the way. ...154 miles from Beaudesert and we're here. Brilliant.
So we have arrived in the Lake District and it's not hot, it's really wet. We still don't have anywhere to stay yet, so we're going to ask at this pub in the Langdales if they know of anywhere cool we could camp. Let's see what happens.
Thankfully the pub knew of a campsite just down the road, so we're off to put the tent up in the rain. Surprisingly, it went up really easy. Thank God. The campsite in question is the Bays Brown campsite in the Langdale Valley. For one tent, a car and 3 people, it'll set you back £22 a night, which is fantastic value considering the fantastic amenities on site.
Well, last night was wet, but this morning is joyous. Look at that. The sun is shining. And we're going off to Lake Windermere for a paddleboard. Can't wait. We're almost about to get on the water on Lake Windermere. We've just been blowing up the paddleboards with the electric pump for the first time. You can hear that in the background, I'm sure. I totally recommend getting a electric pump because it just makes things easier. It takes a little bit longer for 11 quid, and the little adapter that goes on the end of the electric pump that allows you to blow the paddleboard up. Brilliant, well worthwhile. So mine's blown up to 20 psi already, and Rachel's is almost there. Helps to pump up a little bit with the pump first and then finish it off with the electric pump. But yeah, a few more minutes and then we'll be on the water.
Windermere is the largest lake in the Lake District at 11 miles long, which makes it very popular with stand-up paddleboarders from all around the UK. The sheltered north and south ends of the lake are perfect for paddleboarding, with sheltered bays, and the north has easy access to the mouth of the River Braffey. The close proximity to Ambleside, lakeside pubs is a perfect location for stand-up paddleboarding, followed by a pint. What's not to like?
we've just walked all the way around Ambleside, checked out loads of shops, and got Daisy a pair of walking boots and a nice North Face jacket. So we're just going to have a little bit of a pit stop, bite to lunch at this pub, thanks Dan, and a pint before we attack the Old Man of Coniston.
We're so lucky today. The weather is lush. It's so hot. Perfect conditions for climbing the 803 metres to the top of the Old Man of Coniston.
The Old Man of Coniston. We're going to tackle that. Maybe walk along into Coniston itself. Who knows? But definitely up we go. Should be brilliant. And the weather's good as well.
The Old Man of Coniston is a fell in the Furness Fells in the English Lake District. It is 2,634 feet or 803 metres high and lies to the west of the village of Coniston and the lake, Coniston Water. The fell is sometimes known by the alternative name of Coniston Old Man, or simply the Old Man. The mountain is popular with tourists and fell walkers, with a number of well-marked paths to the summit. The mountain has also seen extensive slate mining activity for 800 years, and the remains of abandoned mines and spoil tips are a significant feature on the north-east slopes.
Right, having a bit of a pit stop. This is called Low Water. Right, on we go again. Onwards and upwards. Almost at the top. Success!
Success for Daisy and Rachel too. Well done in reaching the top. Brilliant effort. Going back down was a lot easier. Just a short, beautiful walk from the top and we were back at the car.
So here we are, back at the parking place at the foot of the Old Man of Coniston. That was an epic walk, really cool, and the weather conditions was amazing. Something that I'd like to say about parking though, if you are going to come to the Lake District and do what we're doing, like paddleboarding and walking in the fells, etc., is it's probably worth signing up for a year-long membership to the National Trust, because that's going to cost you about 40 quid maximum, and your parking throughout a week in the Lake District is probably going to be about 40 quid anyway, because all the car parks anywhere where you can possibly park a car is chargeable, and it's usually National Trust, and it's usually quite expensive. So that's a big top tip. This car park though, I'll put the location actually in this vlog on this next little slide. I'll let you know where it is, but this is a free one, so worth looking out for. Use it, it's really good, and it's right at the foot of the mountain, and it also gives you like 700 foot of a head start if you didn't want to start right at the very bottom where Coniston Water is. So there you go, see you in a bit.
Today we visit the Langdale Pikes. The Great Langdale Valley is some 12,170 acres, much of it in the care of the National Trust, who have 10 farms here. The valley stretches from Ambleside through Clappers Gate, Skelwith Bridge, Elterwater, Chapel Stile, to the new Dungeon Gill Hotel, and the glaciated valley of Mickleden.
Right, so we've made it to Side Pike, massive big outcrop of rock, and it's got the little passageway that we're now going to go through. Yeah!
Yeah!
Finding things like squeezing between these rocks on Side Pike makes a fantastic end to any walk, especially if you're with children. And the views from this point don't stop being any less fantastic. Absolutely breathtaking.
Next stop, Dungeon Gill pub.
A short walk from Side Pike and you pick up on the main path. This path will then take you to the National Trust glamping site, which is really quite cool.
There's the pub. This pub is an amazing pub. The Old Dungeon Gill. It's a climber's pub, it's a rambler's pub. It's just like one of the most Lake District-y pubs in the Lake District. It's got my pint on tap. Very happy about that.
And that's the end of our Lake District road trip. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, please do like and subscribe and leave a comment below. See you next time.